Imagine jumping from a sky-high mountain and starting flying at a breathtaking speed of 160 miles per hour with nothing but a thin fabric suit that keeps you flying on top of a deadly forest and ridges of mountains. This is what gives you an adrenaline rush, but it is also the deadliest sport in the world that comes with fetal risks. In this video, we'll talk about the 6 deadliest wingsuit accidents ever recorded. These are the stories of heroic adventurers who pushed the limits of human strength and paid the price of their lives. 6. Amber Bellows and Clayton Hoyt. Amber and Clayton Bellows were a couple united by their love of wingsuit flying, and this passion was the core of their relationship. But just 2 weeks into their marriage, this same passion led to a heartbreaking tragedy that would separate them forever. Amber was a 28-year-old from Salt Lake City, and she was no stranger to the risks of base jumping. With such massive experience and expertise under her belt, she and Clayton often jumped together, and it stunned the world. On February 8, 2014, the couple decided to take on Mount Kennesaw in Zion National Park, Utah. The park is known for its towering cliffs with stunning rock formations and ultimate beauty, but the same landscape is far more treacherous for base jumpers. Base jumping is extremely risky in Zion National Park. The steep cliffs and unpredictable wind currents make wingsuit flying a gamble even for the goats of the sport. Park officials have long made it clear that base jumping in Zion is illegal, citing the unpredictable terrain and sudden shifts in weather as just some of the many dangers. Amber and Clayton knew this, but their passion for the sport brought them to the edge of one of Zion's cliffs. Amber made her jump the way she always did, and everything looked normal, but then the disaster struck when her parachute failed to deploy. Amber fell nearly 2,000 feet in a matter of seconds. Clayton, who had jumped right after her, watched in horror as his wife fell. There was nothing he could do. He tried to chase and save her, but fate had already struck. The devastating reality hit Clayton, and he made the long 2-hour hike down to alert park officials of what had just happened. Search teams recovered Amber's body the next morning, around 10 a.m. Zion National Park, which had always warned of the dangers of base jumping in its bad terrain, once again witnessed what people feared the most. Despite the skill and experience that made her the most celebrated jumper of her time, Amber lost her life to the unpredictable and deadly sport. 5. Victor Kovats. The pursuit of flight is a dream that never fades, and for many, wingsuit flying is the ultimate way to bring that dream to life. No one understood that desire better than Victor Kovats, a Hungarian man who had dedicated his life to the skies. Kovats was a 3-time Hungarian national champion who had completed 700 flights and 125 skydives. But on one fateful day, his passion led him to a tragic end. Victor's last flight took place at Tianmen Mountain National Forest Park in China, a location known for its awe-inspiring beauty, but also its immense danger for wingsuit flyers. With towering cliffs and dizzying heights, Tianmen Mountain presents a serious challenge, even to the most seasoned athletes. For Kovats, that challenge proved fatal. On that day, Kovats took to the skies in preparation for the World Wingsuit Championships, an event loved by every wingsuit enthusiast. As experienced as he was, the complex terrain and high altitude of Tianmen Mountain pushed the limits of safety. Despite his skill, something went horribly wrong. Rescuers suspect that a malfunctioning parachute, coupled with the treacherous conditions, contributed to the accident. Nearly 200 firefighters and police officers were dispatched to search for Victor, but the rugged, unforgiving environment of Tianmen Mountain hampered their efforts. After a painstaking search, his body was discovered at the base of a 100-meter cliff, marking the end of a life filled with daring pursuits and thrilling adventures. In the end, Victor's legacy is a reminder of both the beauty and the danger of pushing human limits. His passion for flight remains an inspiration, but it also serves as a somber reminder of the risks inherent in the pursuit of such extreme efforts. 4. Armin Schmieder. Reality TV meets real-time social media in a thrilling yet dangerous trend where adventurers share their journeys live with the promise of exhilarating, unpredictable moments. But in the world of high-risk stunts, anything can happen, often means tragedy. Italian daredevil Armin Schmieder's death is a chilling reminder of this reality. On 26 August 2016, Schmieder set off on what would be his final wingsuit jump from the cliffs of Kandersteg, Switzerland. In a 9-minute live stream, he confidently shared his preparation with his audience. Clad in his red and black wingsuit, he smiled at the camera and said, "Today you fly with me," moments before placing his phone in his pocket and taking the leap. What followed was nothing short of horrifying, although the stream didn't capture any visuals of the fall. About 6 minutes into the video, viewers heard a shout, followed by the unmistakable gut-wrenching sound of impact. Schmieder's moans echoed through the live stream. His audience, filled with confusion and panic, sent frantic messages, pleading for him to respond, but there was only silence, broken by the faint sound of cowbells in the distance. Bern Cantonal Police later confirmed the recovery of a 28-year-old man's body near Kandersteg, a location notorious for base jumping. Though authorities withheld his name, it is widely believed to be Armin Schmieder. The cause of the accident remains under investigation, but reports from friends suggest that while Schmieder was an experienced skydiver, he had only been using a wingsuit for about a year. 3. Alexander Poli. Alexander Poli was fearless, daring, and a true trailblazer. Poli was a legend and pioneer of base jumping and never disappointed his fans with his mesmerizing and death-defying stunts, pushing the boundaries of the sports of wingsuit flying. It was so normal for Poli, and he wasn't afraid to flirt with danger. That was the reason his breathtaking jumps became a sensation on YouTube and admired by millions of fans. One of his most iconic performances came to the scene in 2013. The man stunned the world when he dropped from a helicopter and flew through the impossibly narrow opening of Batman Cave in Montserrat, Spain. He flew through the cave at a mind-blowing 155 miles per hour. That video alone has over 13 million views, ranking him as one of the greatest wingsuit pilots of all time. His level of skill and audacity inspired unlimited young souls to hug the challenge of wingsuit flying. But even the most skilled can't always beat the odds. On Monday, the 31-year-old thrill-seeker tragically lost his life in the French Alps. During a jump in the notorious Couloir Ensa near Chamonix, Poli hit a tree and died right on the spot. The location is best known for base jumping, but surprisingly, it's also extremely dangerous, and many accidents already took place in that area. Poli, who held both Italian and Norwegian citizenship, gave his life in the very environment he had conquered so many times before. The base jumping community and fans worldwide were shocked by his death and remembered him not just for his incredible stunts, but for the free-spirited energy and magical laughter he brought with him. The World Wingsuit League honored him and admitted the fact that his legacy will never stop to inspire future generations of jumpers. Poli gave his life to his passion at the age of 31. 2. Mark Sutton. Mark Sutton wasn't an ordinary thrill-seeker. He was the man who leaped out of a helicopter, donning a suit to play James Bond's double during the iconic opening ceremony of the London Olympics in 2012. Sutton's talents helped craft one of the most memorable moments in Olympic history when he skydived into the stadium as part of the celebration, and this sight is pictured in every Olympics fan. But on August 14, 2013, the daredevil life of the British Superman came to a devastating end. Sutton was 42 when he died during a wingsuit jump in Switzerland after hitting a deadly mountain ridge. The incident occurred on the first day of an extreme sports event where Sutton and 19 of the world's best base jumpers were testing their skills for a French television channel. Now we all think it was supposed to be a routine warm-up jump and just a minute-long glide from a helicopter with his friend and fellow wingsuit flyer, Tony Uragallo. The duo had action cameras to capture their exhilarating flight, but only 20 seconds into the jump, something went catastrophically wrong. Sutton lost his course of flight, uncontrollably falling toward the ridge at speeds reaching 124 miles per hour. His injuries were so severe that investigators needed DNA testing to confirm his identity. Flyer misjudged the terrain or was pushing boundaries to impress. Fellow jumpers were left stunned by the accident, and footage captured by Uragallo is now being reviewed by authorities in hopes of understanding what caused the fatal crash. Mark Sutton's death sent shockwaves through the tight-knit wingsuit community. Known for his precision and professionalism, he was no ordinary daredevil. But in the world of wingsuit flying, where every jump is a delicate dance with danger, one small miscalculation can have tragic consequences. First, Dean Potter and Graham Hunt. Dean Potter and Graham Hunt, two of the most daring figures in the world of extreme sports, tragically met their end in Yosemite National Park on May 16, 2015. Potter, often referred to as the Dark Wizard for his intense demeanor, was a towering figure in the climbing world, standing at 6 feet 5 inches and boasting a legendary career in highlining, rock climbing, and wingsuit base jumping. He was widely regarded as one of the most influential adventurers of his generation, even earning the title of National Geographic's Adventurer of the Year. Graham Hunt, 29, from El Portal, California, was a skilled climber and wingsuit flyer in his own right, frequently seen pushing the boundaries alongside Potter in Yosemite's dramatic landscapes. On that fateful evening, the two launched from Taft Point, a 7,500-foot precipice, in what was supposed to be another adrenaline-packed flight, but something went terribly wrong. An observer capturing photos of the jump reported hearing two unsettling sounds, possibly impacts, or the noise of attempted parachute deployment. When the pair didn't return as expected that night, their partners, Jen Rapp and Rebecca Haney, raised the alarm. A search team from Yosemite Search and Rescue, YOSAR, was quickly mobilized, though they found no trace of the men that night. The following morning, a helicopter crew, guided by the photos taken the previous evening, spotted two figures near the cliffs that matched Potter and Hunt's descriptions. Tragically, it was confirmed that neither jumper had deployed their parachutes, and both had died on impact. Potter, at 43, left behind a legacy that reshaped the way people viewed risk and adventure. His bold, often controversial approach to life, whether it was climbing without ropes or flying in wingsuits, redefined the possibilities in extreme sports. Together with Hunt, they pushed the limits of human capability, but on that May evening the risk proved to be too great. Drop your thoughts about this deadliest sport which took the lives of its legend in the comments below. Remember to subscribe for more adventurous and thrilling videos on unbelievable sports. See you in the next one.